Welcome everyone. It's me, Dr. Elena Michaels, and I'm back in my normal tone of voice. I know the last meditation that I did was an ASMR, and I was whispering like this. I was whispering. But I'm not going to do that on this one because I had people tell me, oh, they love that. And then I had people tell me, oh, talk in your regular voice. So, the ASMR is really interesting because some people are really reactive to it and some people are not. So I'm doing this one this way. And also I noticed that when I did the AMSR one, my voice was really low and I was talking slow and I was whispering like this. I actually went into a trance really quickly and I was kind of like flatlined. So I think I'm much more ebullient, shall we say, when I'm talking in my normal voice. So we're going to do a card reading tonight. I'm going to do a card reading for you, and I'm going to do a guided meditation for you. When I do the guided meditation for you, of course, it is completely spontaneous, led by the cards, whichever cards show up, and nothing I do is ever rehearsed. However, I'm going to read something to you this time because I was cleaning through some things. I have a really hard time getting rid of books, I'm a bookaholic, I think. I have probably 1,000 books, and I keep buying books because I'm kind of a knowledge addict too. So, but anyway, I found something and I thought, oh, I don't need to keep this. But actually, I started looking at it and I thought, I like it. I'm going to keep it. And what it is this is a really old little booklet. I got it. It got stains on the front of it and everything, but it's got prayers for peace in all of the religions. Now, I'm not a religious person, I'm a spiritual person. But they have a New Thought, and they've got Christian, Hindu, Islam, Sufi, Sikh, Native American, New Thought. Oh, and there's a couple other, the pages stuck together. Baha'i, Catholic, Buddhism. Where's the Jewish one? I thought there was one in here. New Thought, Baha'i, Buddhism, Catholic, Christian, Islam, Hinduism. Oh, Judaism, Pagan, New Thought, Agape, and Sufi, Sikh, and Native American, and New Thought, Centers for Spiritual Living. It's very cool. So I just was vibrating to the first page, which was the New Thought. And you probably hear my fireplace on right now. I love having my fireplace on. It's so beautiful. I wonder if I can show it to you. What I did was, having the fireplace with wood, I love the smell of the wood burning and the crackling. That's very cool. But it was kind of a mess. And then I had a little wood pile by my fireplace and I had bugs in it. And I remember I was sitting here on the couch one time and I saw these little bugs crawling all over the place. I'm like, what is that? And they were coming out of my stack of wood next to the fireplace. I'm like, ugh, that's enough with the wood. So I actually, a friend of mine came over and we took all the wood out, we took all the dust out, we cleaned the whole thing, and we put some fireproof black paint on some bricks to make like a little ledge. And I bought 50 or 75 pounds of fireproof glass on Amazon. And it had gas in it anyway, because that's what it used to start the fire. Then I'd turn the gas off and just have the fire go with the wood. But it's really wonderful. And there's something so powerful about looking at fire. It's so calming on such a deep level, it's so primordial. And also fire has the light that actually, candlelight, what is it called? Ultraviolet? One of them. It's got a powerful light that is the same with candlelight and fires and fireplaces, and it actually nourishes every cell in your body. I'm already starting to release, which means that I'm yawning and my eyes are tearing and my nose is running and my throat needs clearing and all of that. But I'm going to show you my fireplace because I want you to see. I don't know if you can do this. Here we go. We're going to go over here to the fireplace. See it over there? See the fire? They got something in the way here, but you can see you also can see my big white angel. She's like 5 feet tall. Anyway, that's the fireplace, and I really, really like it. And I tell you, I put that fire on, and I'm just like chilling. It's great. Okay. I'm going to read this to you. It's about peace. And this is a great thing to think about when you're going through a challenging time. One with the power of divine peace, I am the very presence of peace in my world. My thoughts, words, and actions are in harmony so that I project peace from the inside out. I am clear that peace is not a smiley face mask I wear, but a calm, confident generosity of spirit released from within. As day follows night, peaceful action flows from my peace-filled mind. I am the power of peace expressed in my thoughts. Releasing thoughts that separate or denigrate, I raise my consciousness to the God standard of oneness. Excuse me. I bring about peace through my thoughts. I am the power of peace expressed in my words. My words heal and harmonize, uplift and appreciate. Powerfully, peacefully, I speak to right wrongs and improve conditions. I bring about peace through my words. I'm the power of peace expressed in my actions. Boldly, I walk a path of peace, guided by inner wisdom. All that I do fosters mutual blessings. I bring about peace through my actions. Peace is in the midst of me as I become the presence of peace in the midst of every circumstance. That is really perfect and beautiful. I wonder if I should read another one to you. Well, there was that one. I kind of don't vibrate to the ones that are more secular. You know, I vibrate to, I think this is another good one too. This is from New Thought Agape. In this very moment, I declare my trust in the great law of life governing the universe. I honor the God-infused essence that is my life and the life of all beings as it announces from the depth of my being. I am what thou art. Thou art what I am. I often talk about how, you know, we're just like raindrops and there's the ocean and it's the same material. It's just different amounts of it. It is from this conscious connectedness that I pray, calling forth the perfect peace that passeth all understanding. Excuse me. As I unite my consciousness with that of my global family, I acknowledge our interconnectedness as children of one Creator Source. I honor this oneness on the ground where I now stand, and by daily praying for peace in the lives of all beings throughout the world. Where there is violence, may there be reconciliation, awakened leadership, and a collective realization of humanity's oneness with spirit and all existence. With full confidence, I accept my earthly assignment to hold a consciousness of openness and receptivity so that infinite mind may download its unconditional love, compassion, forgiveness, and peace through me, touching the hearts of all with whom I come in contact. I know that Spirit has infused all beings with a sufficiency of love and compassion to live with its song of peace, expressing through our collective heart, and I call it forth now. It's another beautiful one. Oh, I'm kind of into a reading space here. I'm going to read you the New Thought one now. They're very similar. I know that there is but one mind, which is the mind of God, in which all people live and move and have their being. I know there is a divine pattern for humanity, and within this pattern there is infinite harmony and peace, cooperation, unity, and mutual helpfulness. I know that the mind of each person, being one, right, Luna? Being one with the mind of God, shall discover the method, the way, and the means best fitted to permit the flow of divine love between individuals and nations. I know there shall be a free interchange of ideas, of cultures, of spiritual concepts, of ethics, of educational systems, and scientific discoveries, for all good belongs to all alike. I know that because the divine mind has created us all, we are bound together in one infinite and perfect unity. I know that deep within every person, the divine pattern of perfect peace is already implanted. I now declare that in each person and in leaders of thought everywhere, that this divine pattern moves into action and form, to the end that all nations and all people shall live together in peace, harmony, prosperity, forever. So it is now. You know, I'm a child of the 60s, and I've been praying for peace for decades. And although that says that there's peace in all men and, let's have peace between us, I don't know if I'm going to actually see peace in my lifetime. There are times of peace, but there's always some discrepancy. There's always some war, some fighting, some thing, And it's kind of like that that's the microcosm and the macrocosm. Kind of like that in the microcosm too, in our own lives. There's always something to be concerned about, something to be worried about, something to want to change, something that you wish wasn't happening, something that didn't seem fair, something that didn't seem right. And some of that was happening today for something that I was interacting with and doing today. Something kind of didn't feel right about something, and I wanted it to be a different way. I didn't feel that it was fair, that what was going on was going on. And I didn't like how that felt. And I really had to work on myself to get myself to let go of all that and not feel a wedge between myself and some other people that I felt were not behaving the way they should have, and to just allow. And I kind of did a lot of meditating on just letting go and just kind of giving it up to the higher, giving up to the highest, whatever you want to call it. God, I use the word God, but sometimes I say the universe, sometimes I say the highest. It's all the same stuff, it all goes to the same place, regardless of whether you call it Buddha or Allah or whatever you call it, it all goes to the same place. And all roads lead to home, And that's what I did. I just worked on giving it up and letting go and not being upset about it and just feeling loving toward the entire situation. And actually, that worked really well. The entire situation turned out really well, better actually than I thought it was going to turn out. And that's kind of what happens, because I thought one thing was supposed to happen and one thing didn't happen. And I wanted it to be different. But then when I let go, I just allowed, and I just said, I give it all up. I give it all up to you, the highest. I give it up to the highest. You take care of it. I don't want to worry about it. You take care of it. And it was magically taken care of in a way that was even better than I thought it would be if I had gone the way I wanted it to go. So those are my glasses falling. So that's kind of a little bit of a lesson. We all have things that we want to turn out in a certain way. And, we visualize what we want to happen. And that's all well and good, but, we're not living in isolated cocoons here. There are other entities in the play. And when things don't go the way you visioned or thought they should, or you don't get what you want, or get what you've done so much manifesting to get, Just trust, let go, give all your worries and concerns up to a higher being. Give it up to the universe, up to God, up to Buddha, whatever you want to call it. Give it up and just say, I give my worry up to you. I'm not going to hear it. I'm not going to hold on to it. I give it up to you. Take care of it. Because the higher can take care of it so much better than we can. So get out of the way and back down and let the higher step in. And it will turn out better than you think. Even though it might look rough at the beginning, it probably will turn out better than you think, because you don't have all the cards in your hand, you know? So anyway, my little 2 cents. Let's get into some cards, shall we? And if you were here last time, you know that I got this new deck as a gift over the holidays. So I'll show you that shortly. Oh, you know what? I think I'll choose a God card too. Let's see. Let's get a God card out. Let's see. I'll take this pink guy right here and put the lid back on and see what this guy says. Oh, it's a heart. We're coming up to, oh, there's 2 together. Wow. All right. Well, that's kind of interesting. Let's see what they say. God is the lover, the beloved, and in love. God is the lover, the beloved, and the love. Basically everything. Look for the love. I can always see others as extending love to me or calling out for love from me. Look for the love. And we're coming up to Valentine's Day too, you know. So look for the love. And it's kind of like when you move into like a gratitude state. When you move into a gratitude state, what happens is your brain starts building up that muscle so that everything you look at, you find something good in, because you've worked on the gratitude. And that's the way it is with finding love. You just get that muscle going where you look for love in all situations, and that's when you start to see love in all situations. You don't see, animosity or divisiveness or meanness. You just see love, because your brain has been exercising that muscle to only see love and the positive. But there's another card here, so let's see what it says. They came out together. This one says, my happiness shines from within like a sun shining forever. I am willing to see things differently. Look at this picture. Sunglasses. Fear and pain. I am willing to see things differently. Just when you take rose-colored glasses off, things look different. When you take yellow-colored glasses off, things look different. When everything looks blue and sad, you take the glasses off, it doesn't look blue inside anymore. So, however you're seeing the world, you're looking through, imagine you're looking through lenses of glasses. Take off the glasses if you don't like what you're seeing. Take off the glasses. No one can take them off but you. Well, that was cute. All right, let's see. Let's go into the tarot deck. This is my classic deck. I always go to my classic deck first. And I'll shuffle on camera so you'll see what's coming up, okay? So, as always, I suggest that if you have a question or you want to know what's going on in your life, kind of phrase a question that you have in mind when I show you the cards, so that you may be able to get some answers for your own situation. The way this works is these go into the deep part of your being with the images, and I'm an intuitive reader, so I don't care what a book said. I look at it and I just channel what it means in the moment. So this is what's going to happen, and because I'm going into just a channel space when I tell you what the card is, it will tap into your subconscious mind, and you may be able to have answers or solutions bubble up inside of you. I'm not giving you answers or solutions. I am not predicting the future. I am not fortune telling. I am merely giving information that allows you to tap into what's inside of you to give you your own answers. This one popped up. Well, there's 2 there. Okay. All right. And we are divinely protected by healing white light during this entire video and audio. And here we go. Okay, well, we have a King of Wands here. That's a mature person. And what do we have next? Okay, and then we have the Lovers. Alrighty. So I like to lay them out. They're like a little roadmap for me. And I'm going to lay everything out at once, and then we're going to go into what the story means. And so next I'm going to go to this deck right here. And let's see what's going to show up here. We're going to shuffle this deck. See the pretty gold on the side? I love this. Okay. Now, even if I do these videos irregularly, you can just subscribe and then you'll get a notice when a new one comes out, whenever it comes out. Sometimes my schedule is such that I can't do it on the same day each week. And sometimes the date will be different. But if you're subscribing, you'll get notice of the new videos when they come out and the new card readings. And the way it works is the card reading will be perfect for you, regardless of what the date says on the description. It'll be perfect for you if you're guided to listen to it. You will see what I mean. Okay, heart chakra. Well, remember this? That was the first card that I pulled right here. Remember? All about love. And then we get the Lovers. Oh, this is all about love. That's pretty cool. This is the heart chakra. All right, and I'm going to go into another deck here. I'm going to go into the indigo deck and choose something here. So far the pattern is coming pretty clear, being pretty, oh man, excuse me. There we go. Move my table over there. And let's see what shows up here. And every one I do is kind of different. Every time I do these videos, it's different. Sometimes I have music, sometimes I don't. Sometimes, you know, I say different things. Think about it. Okay, think about it. Okie doke. Think about it, think about it, think about it, think about it. That was a song there. I think it was talk about it, talk about it, talk about it, talk about it. Okay. We're going to go into the archangels now, and then I'm going to show you my new deck if you didn't see it last week. This is the one, you'll see it. It was gifted to me, and I'm kind of digging it. It's kind of cool. I'll tell you about it in a minute. All right, we're going to choose this one right here. Oh, gosh, I knew he was going to come up. I love this guy. Look at this graphic. Is that gorgeous? Wow, I had a boyfriend one time that kind of looked like that. A long time ago. He passed away. His name was Mercury. That was his name. Anyway. Prioritize. Prioritize. You don't know where people have come from. You don't know what they've experienced. People look at someone and they say, oh, that person, she hasn't experienced anything. She hasn't experienced trauma, whatever. People have no idea, you know? You can't judge a book by its cover. And, you know, when you look at someone, you think, oh, well, they had everything handed to them on a silver platter. They didn't have to work for anything. They didn't have to, you know, like, go through a bunch of fire emotionally to get where they are. Everybody has something to go through. If you didn't have something to go through, you wouldn't be living in this dimension, in this body. You know, this is about going through stuff. This is trial by fire. This is about burning away the dross, the lower vibrational frequency part of yourself, to just have the pure essence there. That's what the alchemical metaphor is about. When they talk about, burning away the base metals like iron and nickel and tin and all that just to get to the pure gold. That's what we're doing here on this planet. That's what we're doing in this lifetime. We are going through shit, basically, to fine-tune ourselves and to refine ourselves, constantly refining ourselves. If you're not constantly refining yourself, you're kind of walking around in a sleep state. So the key is to stay awake so that you can refine yourself. I'm not talking about awake like awake. I mean conscious. Conscious and aware. That's what I'm talking about. I'm going to make this a little centered here. Yeah. Conscious and aware. So that's the goal. Stay conscious and aware. Now, what can you do to stay conscious and aware? This is a temple here, this thing right here. Your spirit is living in this temple. Take care of it. Treat it with reverence. Cherish it. Don't abuse it with drugs, alcohol, no sleep, bad behavior, bad exposure to negative people and negative energy. Cherish this temple. Treat it well, and your spirit will thrive in it. You have to treat yourself like a god, or treat yourself like a goddess, because that's truly who you are. We are gods and goddesses walking this planet, and the more of us that wake up and realize that we are gods and goddesses walking this planet, the more quickly this planet will evolve into one of a vibrational love planet, because it sure ain't there now. There's too much negativity going on in here on this planet right now. Anyway, this deck is so beautiful. It's called the Sacred Forest Oracle, and this is my new deck that was gifted to me over the holidays from a very, very dear friend. Oh, more stuff is falling. From a very, very dear friend. And she knows who she is, and she always watches these videos. So thank you, honey, for these cards. They're beautiful, and I do love them. That was a very sweet gift. And I want you to see the back of them. Look at this picture. Is that gorgeous? So pretty. I'm starting to heat up here. Woo! I'm getting so hot. That happens when I start doing this kind of stuff. Ah, my God. Okay, so we're going to shuffle these. Now, this sacred forest business, this is about a place inside of you. It's not outside someplace where we're going to go out somewhere and find a sacred forest. It's like in here. You have it inside you. And so these cards take you on a trip to the sacred forest. And so what I'm going to choose, or what's going to show up for us, is going to take us on a little trip into the sacred forest, and we're going to see what the message is, who we run across, what they have to say. This one right here is the Earth Spirit. We run across the Earth Spirit. And the key word is stability. So now we got a little story here. So let's look at what this story is all about. Let me get these cards out of the way. First of all, we've got the King of Wands. Wands are creative, okay? And this guy is pretty solid here. Now, if you're thinking that this is a person, this is a fair-haired person. Here he's got kind of reddish hair. So maybe you know someone like this. Maybe you do. This King of Wands is centered and grounded in a creative person, a mature person, okay? And if you don't know someone like this is the part of you that you want to be focusing on, your creative, grounded, centered self, okay? Your creative, grounded, centered self is going to guide you. You don't necessarily need an outdoor mentor, an outside person, but that person might be in your life. But if not, it's about letting that part of yourself guide you. Next card is the Lovers, more love energy. This is a major arcana card, and it's a 6. The major arcana cards are super, super powerful. And here we have a man and a woman, could be you and someone else, or it could be the male and female parts of yourself, being divinely protected, no pretense, see, no clothes, no false veneers, nothing, just being purely who you are. There's no one like you. Don't try and be like anybody else. It's already taken. Just be you. That's all you're supposed to be doing, is being you. This one is the heart chakra. Now I'm going to read to you about this one because I've got the little book right here. And make sure these things don't fall. Okay, the heart chakra. You know, I've been pulling these cards for a long time, and I've done these weeklies since COVID, and this card has never shown up. This is the first time this card has shown up in a video reading online. Interesting. Let's see what it says. Maybe that'll be a hint. Love is the heart of the matter. Well, gosh, this is just the theme, isn't it? This was what I first pulled here. Remember? Love is the heart of the matter. Your heart is the center within your physical being, attuned most to love. It's safe for you to love and be loved with an open heart as we stand by with perfect protection and guidance. The we is the angels. The angels gave you this card because the answer to your question rests within your heart. The more that you open your heart, the more love, joy, and peace you will feel. That's kind of like when I said, with the gratitude thing, when you start getting that muscle tuned up and strong so that you're so grateful for everything, and every night you go to bed and you say what you're grateful for, what happens is that muscle gets stronger. So you start seeing more and more wonderful things in your life. Same thing with love. When you attune yourself to wanting to look for love in every situation, you start seeing more and more and more love, and it starts to feel really, really good. So the more you open your heart, the more love, joy, and peace you'll feel. You can open your heart by opening your heart chakra and asking the angels to send their healing energy by visualizing your heart surrounded by pink light, by inhaling the fragrance of pink roses, by holding or wearing rose quartz crystals, and by focusing on love. I have a rose quartz crystal on my altar. I should probably start buying pink roses. I've been buying red roses every week. Roses make me happy. But maybe I'll get pink ones next week. Additional meanings are: send light and love to your heart chakra. Take very good care of your cardiovascular health through exercise and healthy eating. That's kind of what I was talking about, right? Just a few minutes ago. A departed loved one who passed on from a heart condition is saying, hello, I love you. Hi, David. Hi, Bill. Bill was my stepfather. He was a psychiatrist and a wonderful man. David was my husband, and they both passed away with heart issues. A departed loved one who passed on from a heart condition is saying, hello, I love you. Hi, David. Thanks for stopping by. Hi, Bill. Thanks for stopping by. Have a heart-to-heart discussion with someone. If you want to talk about something with someone, maybe have a heart-to-heart discussion with them. And eliminate any blockages. You don't want blockages in your relationships because guess what? Blockages in your relationships create blockages in your heart. You don't want that. Remember, thoughts are things, and thoughts manifest things on the physical plane. So, any body situation you have going on, think about the metaphorical part of it and how it's symbolic of a certain aspect of what might be going on in your life. What might be going on in your life. If you have digestive issues, it might be something you're not quite digesting, having a hard time kind of taking it in, you know? You have throat issues, thyroid issues. It might be, what am I not saying? Or what am I saying too much of? Or what is someone not saying to me that I need to hear? It's about speaking. So if you have a shoulder injury or an arm or hand injury, well, right now I'm dealing with a shoulder injury, okay? And I'm right-handed, so I've been doing a lot of work on it and treating it really, really well, and it's getting better. And I don't know how I got it, but this is how I reach out in the world. You know, I'm a right-handed person, so I wasn't able to lift my right hand. I wasn't able to reach. Literally, I wasn't able to reach. I wasn't able to reach or move in different directions. So I was a little stuck, but I worked through it. And sometimes you can work through it emotionally and it reflects in the healing. And sometimes you work on it by healing the thing and taking really good care of it, and then the emotional thing kind of dissipates, it gets clearer. So it can go both ways. Okay, that was think about it. No, that was heart chakra. This is going to be think about it. Okay, think about it. Well, it's always good to think about things, that's for sure. You know, sometimes people say, oh, I don't want to think about that. I don't want to think about that. Don't ask me about that. I don't want to think about that. Well, when something traumatic happens and you don't want to think about it, where do you think that energy goes? Where do you think that goes? It goes in your body. It gets stuck in your body. You have to think about it. You have to move through it. You have to process it. You can't just not and compartmentalize it and put it away someplace. I know someone right now that is one of my patients, puts everything away emotionally, doesn't want to talk about it, doesn't want to think about it because it upsets them to think about it. And what's happening is now they've got a clogged up liver. The liver is the filter of the body. The liver is where thoughts that can't be incorporated, toxins that can't be incorporated, chemicals, foods you've eaten that you're sensitive to, your body can't figure out what to do with it. It sticks it all in your liver. Your liver is like a gigantic apartment building with undesirables in it. And it gets like overflowed, and too many people are in the apartment building, and it starts to have issues, you know? So that's what the liver actually is, the organ that holds emotions that you don't want to think about, that you don't want to talk about. And this person's liver enzymes are through the roof, really, really high, like very concerning high. But the person has to understand, and I explained this in one of our sessions, they have to address the things they have for a couple of years now not want to think about because they were too uncomfortable to think about, and it made them sad to think about them. So they stopped thinking about them, and now their body's going, hello, I think you need to take a few minutes to think about a few things here so that, you know, the body can start moving better. At the same time, there's adjustments that need to be made dietarily and supplements, etc., things like that. But you can't just take supplements and change your diet. You have to use your mind as well. This happens a lot with people who are workaholics. They're like, oh, I don't know why I'm not feeling better. I'm taking all these supplements. I changed my diet. Yeah, but you're working like 120 miles an hour, 18 hours a day. There's no downtime. There's no time for your body to rest and recalibrate and rejuvenate. You have to give yourself downtime. All right, back to think about it. This card asks you to step back from your current path or thought process and review the situation you're asking about. There's an unseen aspect, and the angels guide you to slow down so you can move forward with the whole picture in sight. This card, can also be cautionary. If you were about to make a radical change impulsively, it might still be the best path, but this card asks you to look into alternatives first. As an indigo, you're exquisitely sensitive to energy. As you are, if you're watching this, I am, and everyone who watches this is an indigo, so welcome to the club. If you're an indigo, you're exquisitely sensitive to energy, and your mission is to heal and transform negative energy into positive. However, this is all this got off-centered again. There we go. However, there's always a better way to do so. This card asks you to research your options for making the healthful changes that are part of your indigo mission. As a super sensitive indigo, take care of your body. I can't say it clearly enough. It is of the utmost importance. If you don't do it, you're going to have all kinds of emotional issues. It's just going to work out that way. And you're going to start having somatic issues as well, where your body starts to manifest that stuff you're not doing. It is of the highest benefit to your physical body and to your emotional state as well. Prioritize is next. That's the picture of my old boyfriend, almost. Mercury. Rest in peace, Mercury. He was a beautiful dude. Okay. And let me read to you about this. Prioritize. Mercury actually set the world record in hang gliding when we lived in Hawaii off of the Makapu Cliffs. He was in the air, he was a hang glider, and he was in the air longer than anyone had ever been in the air up to that point in time. He set the world record at that time of more than 13 hours in the air without coming down. And I was on the ground, kind of like connected to him the entire time. It's pretty profound. Okay, prioritize. This is Archangel Metatron. Focus on your highest priorities. I'll help you get organized and motivated. What's your calling? What makes your heart sing? When you focus on these areas, your joyful energy increases, which benefits everyone. Take charge of your schedule and spend more time on the projects and activities close to your heart. Make choices that honor your priorities and support your life's mission. If you don't know what your mission is, it doesn't really matter. You just keep being guided by doing the things you feel called to do, as long as they're positive and good for the all. Working with Archangel Metatron. He's one of two archangels that once walked upon the earth as human men. The other one was Sandalphon. Metatron was the prophet and scribe, Enoch, who ascended after his exemplary earth life. He continues working as a scribe and a record keeper in heaven. He helps people develop organizational and record-keeping skills as well. When you call upon Metatron, he motivates you to organize your priorities. Lots of releasing here. There he is. Organize. Get your priorities straight. Don't waste time on social media. Earth Spirit, come down to the earth here. Earth Spirit's going to talk to us a little bit. Look at her, isn't she adorable? Earth Spirit kind of looks like Tinkerbell. Stability is the key here, okay? I'm going to read to you from this Sacred Forest Oracle, and we'll find out a little more about Earth Spirit. In the lazy, remember we're meeting this person inside, in this inner sanctum. In the lazy quietude of a warm summer afternoon, you recline on the soft moss on the forest floor and listen to the heartbeat of the earth. Did you ever do that when you were a kid? I used to do that all the time. Her rhythmic cadence surges up from the ground beneath you. With each beat, you remember who you are and what is truly important in life. The strengthening, grounding energy of the earth is filling every part of you. It's time to take measure of your life and put your roots down. Assess who you are and where you are. Make plans for the future. That's kind of piggybacking on what he had to say, to organize and get going. Make plans for the future, but don't act on those plans until you feel secure in stepping forward. This is the time of preparation and going deeper. This card can also indicate that you aren't grounded or you need to create more stability in your life. Think things through before you take action. One of the other cards talked about that too. Think things through. Think of all the different aspects. Take time to do that. It takes time to think things through. Type A personalities are going from one thing to the next. Right after the other, they don't have time to think anything through. Take time to plan your future carefully. Don't rush into anything. Strength is growing within you. Security and protection surround you. You are safe. If you're thinking of making secure financial investments and receive this card, it's telling you that this is a good time to do so. It's not a time to take risks. The Earth Spirit provides the trees, plants, flowers, rivers, streams, oceans, mountains, and valleys, and supports us all with her bounty. She's stable and strong in her devotion to us. You are supported and loved even if you're not always sure of it. The seeds that you plant now will bring abundance in the future, but only if you take the time to nurture those new beginnings. The Spirit of the Earth says, be present in the moment. Like I was talking about, being awake, being consciously aware of what's going on. Slow down and let go of the busyness and the frenetic pace of life. Explore your roots. Excuse me. Honor your past. Go deep. Reflect on your life. Take the time to do that. I can't stress how important that is. And I can't stress how important it is to those of you that I know, and you know who you are, who move so quickly from one thing to the next that you don't stay still. And they're the ones that start watching this video and after 11 seconds can't watch it anymore because they keep thinking about all the things they should be doing instead of watching the video. All the things they should be doing instead of meditating. You know, the phone calls, the emails, the errands, the this, the that. Their mind is like jumping all over the place. Just stop. Center yourself. Let go. All the phone calls will be there. All the emails will be there. Give yourself the time. Give yourself the gift. Okay, enough said. All right, I think we could go into the meditation right now. So, go ahead and close your eyes. Get yourself into a comfortable position. Any sounds you become aware of that you recognize as everyday normal sounds don't distract you in any way. They allow you to go even deeper into your own world. Your own sacred forest within. A place that's safe, protected. A place of insight. A place of creative ideas. A place of comfort. A place of familiarity. A place of complete and total wisdom, positivity, and light. Go there. Now. With each sound of my voice, you allow yourself to relax even more and go deeper than the moment before. Every breath that you take allows you to go even deeper. Every breath that you take allows you to get closer and closer to that deep part of yourself that has all the answers, that has all the guidance, that has all the wisdom. That part of you is connected to a being greater, an energy greater. An energy that is formless and nameless and so massive it cannot be calculated. All of that is available to you because you are part of it. Allow yourself to have your mature, centered, grounded self, your masculine self, move you out into the world in a calm and centered way. Be creative in your mind and your life. Each of us have seeds planted within us, and each of us is a creative person. And so, allow that creativity to come out more and more. It may be coming out now, but allow it to come out more. That's the message of that card. Allow that higher, wiser part of you to guide you. Be a lover of yourself, a lover of others, a lover of children, pets, animals, all creatures, and other human beings, of course. Be a lover. We're moving into February. We're moving into Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day in February, that's a month of love. Be a lover and know that allowing your masculine and feminine sides of yourself, be truly who you are without any pretense, without any veneer, is the best way to be. And if you are single and want a relationship, just be you. Don't try and be anybody else. Don't try and put on airs. Just be an authentic, congruent, genuine person. And that's what you'll attract. Next is your heart chakra. Energize your heart chakra. Even now. Imagine your heart chakra in the center of your chest, surrounded by a beautiful pink halo of light. Imagine that you are holding in your hand a pink rose quartz shaped heart. There you go. Imagine you're holding it in your non-dominant hand. So if you're right-handed, you're holding it in your left hand. If you're left-handed, you're holding it in your right hand. Imagine that you're clasping your fingers around the heart, the rose quartz heart. It's cool, it's a stone, it feels good. Imagine, because it's coming in and it's in your non-dominant hand, that it's able to be receiving the loving energy from the stone. And it moves through your entire system. And it comes out your dominant side, which is how you reach out into the world and how you touch others. Take a moment to really see that and feel that. Think about it. Think about everything. Think about what it means. Think about how you were. Think about what you said. Think about what they said. Think about everything. Think about the world. Think about your immediate world. Think about your family. Think about your health. Think about everything. And do not deny your health. Do not postpone it. Do not put it aside. Prioritize. Prioritize your life so that you take care of the most important things first. The largest things. Organize. Organize your thoughts. Prioritize what's important to you reaching your goals. And if you don't have goals, just prioritize that you are going to move in the right direction for yourself. And the last card was the Earth Spirit on stability. The earth is a being. The earth has a heart. The earth has a song and a rhythm. Respect the earth. Cherish the earth. Walk daily, admiring the earth. Walk daily. Even just 10 minutes, go out the front of your house and turn around and walk back 10 minutes. And look at the vegetation, look at the flowers, look at the trees. Feel the air, breathe. Just breathe. Ground yourself. If you're going into a stressful situation, ground yourself before the situation. It really, really works. And going deeper now, allowing the words that you've heard to tap into the deep part of you where they resonate and start to make connections to be able to provide answers and clarity and guidance for situations in your life. Thank you for taking this time for yourself. Thank you for joining me in this dimension. It's been my great pleasure to be here with you. Many blessings to you, and namaste.